Well, it's about that time again that we start a new season for Platinum Racing League. This time it will be the first season of the Platinum Porsche Cup. Welcome everyone to the stream, to the broadcast. We have all drivers at the moment out on track 15 minutes before qualifying. We'll run through every driver real quick. At the moment it's Dave Wasserman in first position, Lasse second, Oscar third. We'll meet the other drivers in a bit. Yeah, let's go on to how this championship will be run. Of course, all Porsche Cup cars will have a 30-minute first race and a 30-minute second race. But before that, we have the all-important qualifying session, 15 minutes. The drivers will have to set their absolute best time. Then the first race will be 30 minutes, second 30 as well, but the top 10 from race 1 will be reversed. Yeah, with that said, let's run over the calendar. We'll have Spa the first race, second race, as you see Spa of course. Second race will be Red Bull Ring, Hockenheim third. Hungary, I'm looking forward to that one. Pretty good track for this car. Then we have Zandvoort, Monza, Le Mans, and then...
Hey Gavin, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, don't worry. I forgot to mention this at the driver briefing, but we'll have a voice chat silence during the race and qualifying. It's allowed there in practices, but please keep it minimalized during the races and qualifying.
That's Marnix, the QRL boss, if I can say that. Of course I can. But yeah, we have an interesting top 3 here. Very close it seems. Top 2 seems to be on a little bit of another level, maybe on a qualifying setup, we don't know. Jesper van Cashel for the first race, coming up to Eau Rouge. The all famous Eau Rouge. Difficult corner. Not quite flat this time around, but Eau Rouge should be flat in these cars. Everyone is hyped up for this season. The live stream looks to be running well. Our first place car is still in the garage, not out on track. P3 Oscar Fredriksson will go out on track though. VOR. We have a couple of teams in here. At the moment we have Velocity Online Racing, the car we see here. For that team is racing Oscar Fredriksson and Gavin Sanders. Team Axel, Jack Colville and Luke Franklin driving for that team. A 2-man team. Then we have another 2-man team. Destino Motorsports, Jeff Destino and Navari Luke driving for that team. Then we have Platinum Racing Team Blue, Marnix Heister, Hugo Ekensen and Winston Eckel driving for that team. I haven't seen Hugo and Winston in this race yet. Then we have Platinum Racing Team Red, Sven Merckx out on track at the moment, Pino Kruijveld and Thomas Jensen driving for that team. And then we have a 1-man team, Snail Space. Robert Moron is driving for that team. Paul King is driving on his own as well for Ignium Motorsports. Then we have Color Shock Racing Team, Tim Billicke, Louis Billicke and Cameron Haas. And then we have Christian a very difficult surname, Christian Polcherex, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Drive svr.com/lastlap motorsports. We can also meet the other drivers. We have Atlantic Motorsports as well. Driver Renato Matias, the only driver for that team. And we have two very big teams, two very big title contenders for the team championship. Airbox Sim Racing Team 1, Lasse Gross, Nicolas Poel, and David Wasserman driving for that team. David at the moment in first place. Second place is his teammate Lasse Gross. So a team that is going to be fighting for the top positions in the team class. They have another team, they have the second team entered. Driving for that team is Mark Koida, Toby Winkelman, and then is Big Brenner. That has been all your teams. There's 8 minutes left in this free practice session till we go on to qualifying. We'll have a look at all the liveries, still not out on track. Here we have the Eibach Racing Team livery. We have another livery, let's get that in shot for you guys. Not currently, it's not, oh it is there in the back, we saw it. The white and red are switched, that's the only difference. Beautiful livery as well, VOR. Here we have it. The colors are switched, but that's all. Pretty much all the top guys are VOR or Eibach Racing Team. The top 7 actually is split between those guys. Then in P9 we have the first Eibach Racing Team red car, Thomas Jensen, Dustin Smith, Tim Belicke, Christian. Then we have Sven here. Oh, Carter stranded on track. Mornings Heistra also in this session now. Luke also for the RSC racing team. And then all black matte livery. We saw the RSC logo there. Just a quick shot of it. At the moment 20 drivers in this session. We should have much more in the next race. We had some difficulties with entering this race with the Formula 1 of course. There's a reason you start this championship, and it was well known before that this race was going to be held during the Mexican GP. So, but yeah, let us know in the live chat what you think about the weekend. The first race 30 minutes, and then the second race again 30 minutes, but a reversed top 10. It's a standing start. Up until P15 you'll be awarded points. All drivers in the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 992. In the Cup car. I think it's very interesting, the reverse top 10 in the second race. But first we're looking forward to the qualifying. 15 minutes the drivers will have to set their lap times. David Wasserman currently with the fastest lap. A 2-minute 20.297. Very closely matched by Lasse at 2-minute 20.353. 56 thousandths of a second between those guys. Then it's 1.5 tenths back to Gavin Sanders. He himself did a 2-minute 20.520. Ooh, a bit of an off there for Oscar. Gavin Sanders seems to be on an improvement. All the drivers, or most of the teams, racing with the nationality flag on the rear ring. So if you're from that country, you can cheer them on. Gavin looks to be improving. Let's see what the time is going to be. His fastest lap time at the moment is a 2-minute 20.520. Is he going to improve that is the question. Looks very quick through the last chicane. Can he improve? Give himself a better time. Doesn't look like it. 2-minute 20.679. Still a good lap. But not better than he already had. P1 still not on the track. They seem confident of their pace. Oscar the Swede. Can he improve? We have 1 minute until we go into the qualifying. The drivers will be able to finish their lap. Once everyone has finished his lap or is back into the pits, we will start qualifying. At the moment, Svenmark's not improving, also not out on track. Nice eyes for our race, Platinum Racing Team Blue. Goes around. Keeps it straight though. Oh, goes onto the grass. Does he keep it out of the barrier? Yes, he does. Some skill racing there by Marnix, keeping that out of the barrier. That's not going to be an improvement for him. Looks like no one is currently improving. Mark, can he improve? So 7 seconds. He's not going to be able to start a new lap. Renato Matthias seems to be improving. Oh, the drivers won't get time to finish their laps. We go straight into qualifying. Here we go, qualifying for the first race. of the Platinum Porsche Cup. The Wholesome Platinum Porsche Cup. The VOR guys, a bit of strategy it seems like. Everyone out on track, Sven Merckx. David Wasserman, what can he do on his first lap? So Winkelmann, also a very fast driver. Platinum Racing Team Blue. I think it's a very gorgeous livery. Just like the others, VOR. These guys seem to have a strategy lined up for this. 44 of Mark, still on his warm-up lap. Renato Matthias, Thomas Jensen. Is he on his fast lap already? Doesn't seem like it. This seems to be the first one to set a lap time. He is going to be the first one to set a lap time, it seems like. So let's see what he can do. Practice we've seen is a low 20. That's gonna shoot you up into the top 5 positions, it seems like. Is he gonna be able to get that? So he comes into the chicane now. Hard braking zone. And down the hill here again. To an off-camber right-hander, a very difficult one. Car wants to slide all the way out, out to the outside. Keep it between the lines here, don't get an off track, because that will invalidate your lap. Plus a very fast driver in the Eibach Racing Team. Let's see which benchmark he's gonna set. Still 10 or almost 11 minutes left in this qualifying session. It's gonna fly by really. 15 minutes isn't much on a track like this. It's maximum 6 laps, and that's including out laps. So you have maybe 3 fast laps if you time it all well, and maybe even not that, maybe 2 flying laps, so you really have to do it quick here. Let's see which lap time he is gonna set. He's gonna come across the line to put in a 20.9 behind him. It's Thomas Jensen. Let's see. David Wasserman here. What is he gonna be able to do? He had the fastest time in free practice, 2 minutes 20 low. What is that gonna be? A Lasse still seems to be on top, 2 minute 20.9. No one being able to beat that. Is David gonna do so? I think so. Yes, he is. 2 minute 20.8, 1-6. Provisional pole position for David. Flying up Eau Rouge. Two teammates giving each other a slipstream. So we have someone blinking behind that. Oscar Fredriksson. Some drivers getting off tracks, of course, which doesn't help your qualifying performance. But it keeps it all high. Qualifying is a very tense situation here. Only 1.5 tenths between the top guys. David at the moment in pole position. Is he going to be able to improve? Keeping just between the lines there, just on the curb. That's enough. Nicholas Buell, also a very quick driver. It seems like the two guys who were trading fastest lap in free practice are doing exactly the same now. Lasse is going to come across the line for a second lap. His fastest lap right now is a 2 minute 20.957. He's going to look to improve that. He's definitely able to. Looking at his free practice pace, what is it going to be for him coming across the line this time? Not an improvement to 21.257. Behind that we have Christian. Does he improve? No, I don't think so. David Wasserman, is he gonna improve? If he improves, he's gonna put the competition to shame. David is gonna come across the line to set A to 21.540. Not as fast as he's done it, as he had done in practice. Was already also faster on his second lap there. There are some guys who haven't set a lap time yet, like Marnix Heister. The only driver in this session for Platinum Racing Team Blue. He is on his third lap right now. This is Oscar Fredriksson on his second lap. This is Navarro Luke. He's gonna come across the line to start his lap, it seems like. No, he finishes lap. Lap timer a bit confused there. 2:22.917. That shoots him up into 11th place. Oh, he's going for a second there. Is he gonna be able to improve this time then? Doesn't look like it, but I'm going to say he's 5 tenths down on his fastest lap. So that's not an improvement for him then. But he can still improve. A man who was improving but isn't anymore now is also David. As is gonna go into the pits. 5 minutes 30 left. Christian, what is he setting for a lap time? He's going to come across the line to set a new fastest lap time, I think. No, he isn't. This lap doesn't look quite as fast as his last one. The man behind that, Marnix. Did he improve? He set a 2 minute 25 last lap. That isn't going to give him any position, it looks like. That didn't count. Thomas Jensen, what can he do for Platinum Racing Team Red? Fastest man of the three at the moment in Platinum Racing Team Red. He's going to be looking to improve. He wants to start at least the front 2 rows, he said. And we're going to have to be looking for at the start is Sven Merckx as well. His starts have been amazing with this car. So definitely a man to look out for at the start. A man to set your money on that he will make up some places in the first lap. But his qualifying isn't looking as good as he wanted it to. He said he wanted to be in the 21s for this one. His fastest lap currently 22.5. Still has 3.5 minutes to improve that. But is he able to do so is the question. Sven Merckx, definitely a very fast and consistent driver. If it comes to raw speed and qualifying, it's not his real quality. Taylor improves a bit. David Wasserman just behind him. Keep on board with Sven. Is he going to be able to improve? His fastest lap has been a 2:22.535. So he gets demoted to 12. Seems like Gavin Sanders has improved. 33 thousandths of a second between P2 and P3 now. But let's see, Sven Merckx sliding all over the place. Is he going to be able to set a new fastest lap time? I don't think so. No, 2:23.446. Not improving at all. David Wasserman, he also didn't improve. So he's going to come across the line to start a new lap. He has been in the pits. We'll stay with him because he's on fresh tires. Is he going to be able to snatch that pole position from David? Track is a little bit more rubbered in now. It's used a little bit more, it's cleaner. So it should be faster on new tires. But he spins. But he keeps it in a straight line though. And he's gonna have to continue because it's very close. Can he start a new lap is the question. I don't think he can. He probably thinks different. He's not happy with that, you can see it. Gavin Sanders, is he gonna be able to improve then? Is he going to be the man who snatches pole position from David? He at least wants to start at the front row of the grid. He only has to improve with 33 thousandths of a second to do that. But everyone wants to start the season off on a high. Definitely in the first race. Gavin isn't able to improve, just not 10th up on his time. Very close, but he is going to be able to do a new lap now. Looks like Lasse is done. It's Oscar Fredriksson takes pole position from David. That's a steal, 27 thousandths of a second. Can David do anything about that? The VOR guys showing themselves here in qualifying. Oh, doesn't look like it. And he also isn't able to start a new lap. This is our qualifying grid. The grid is settled. We'll run over the results real quick then. We will have in first place Oscar Fredriksson, second with a margin of 27 thousandths of a second. David Wasserman on the front row. Those two guys are going to battle it out into the first corner. Lasse in third place. Gavin Sanders fourth. Also very close between those two guys. 33 thousandths of a second. Tim Bileke is in fifth. Sixth is Dennis. Seventh Christian. Eighth is Nicholas. Ninth we have Thomas Jensen. Give him a moment here, we'll look further into that. Right now, Thomas Jensen is ninth. 10th is Mark. So that rounds out our top 10 then. P11 outside the top 10 for the first race. Toby, he has not had the best qualifying. Dustin Smith. Then we have 13th Lewis. 14th Sven Merckx, not the best qualifying from him. Taylor in 15th, 16th is Luke. And we go on to the last couple of rows. Robert Moran in 17th. Renato Matias 18th. 19th is Jeff Destino. And 20th is Marnix Heister to start off this race. We'll go to green in just a bit as all the lights are on, and we're green for the first race of the Platinum Porsche Cup Season 1. And it's Oscar with a very good start. Right behind him, it seems to be Gavin, who has had the best start of them all. But Oscar absolutely running clear of the field here. Is the field gonna stay clean? A spinner in the background. Looks like now up to our rouge we go. Is it all gonna stay clean? Oh, someone blinking there. Seems like they've all kept it in a straight line up a rouge. Oscar still in the lead. A battle behind that. For second place, Gavin is holding off Dennis Pinkbrenner. Lasse behind him. So the guys from Eibach didn't have the best start here. They were looking very good in the free practice, but qualifying wasn't their best performance. Oscar Fredriksson absolutely running clear of the field here in the first lap, almost a second up on P2. His teammate Gavin, but Gavin under great pressure from Dennis. Is he going to be able to do something? He's working together with his teammate Lasse here. Also a man who had a very good start, like we said, has gained 6 positions in the opening lap, is Sven Merckx. He started 15th, is in 9th position now. Is he going to have to defend here into fifth path? Doesn't seem like it. Very good start from him, gained 6 positions there. Tim also pretty good start for his doing. Oscar is still in the lead though. Threw poo on for the first time, a little bit out of shape there. Tires still a little bit cold. Already 1.2 seconds clear. As through the bus stop chicane we come now. Fredriksson, a second clear already. Out of the slipstream is Gavin Sanders. Right behind him is Dennis. Is he going to be able to do something about that? Tim is also pressurizing Thomas Jensen now. As they run up Eau Rouge. Very good one here from Tim. Is he going to be able to do something about that? like he hasn't got the best run out of the Rouge. I should say. Dan Sanders still in P2, fending off his teammate. So Oscar Fredriksson in the league can run away with it. He is already 1.3 clear of the rest of the field. A little bit further back, we have Tyler Parrott pressurizing Lewis. We're gonna go side by side through No Name. Does he have to exit to? Don't do it here. He doesn't do it. Oh, we have a spinner. Lewis spins out, and that's not gone well for him there. Not at all. Just loses it on entry there. Or is that just the pressure from Lewis? We're going to look at that again. It looks like, oh yeah, he just loses it on entry there. Very unlucky for Lewis. But he continues in 18th. A little bit of a comeback race for him now. Sven Merckx falling back after that. Amazing start now side by side with Mark. Are they going to go side by side through Blanchimont? No, Mark thinks the better of it. He's going to try another time. Bust up maybe. Try and give it a launch on Sven. Sven fends that off. Goes a little bit deep into the chicane though, but Mark does the same. So Mark can't capitalize on that. Dennis Pickrunner in formation here with his teammate Lasse, and we have Thomas Jensen a little bit further back. 1.5 seconds back of these guys for Platinum Racing Team Red. Under pressure from Tim still. Quite close enough to do something into the horn braking zone here at the end of the Camel Straight. Let's look here with Sven Merckx and Mark Koida. He's going to be able to switch back here. He's going to try down the inside. No, he has a look, but he thinks the better of it. Smart decision to make. As Sven Merckx is to absolutely look in his mirror for the whole lap to defend Mark here. Mark seems to be having the edge on Sven, but he has to get past first. And that's difficult enough. Sven is not going to make it easy for him. And in front of that we have Marnix Heistra pressurizing Toby Winkleman. Also a driver from Eibach. So it's Platinum Racing Team Blue in front of Platinum Racing Team Red now. All drivers with seemingly no damage. So all drivers got through clean lead, looks like. Meanwhile for P6 through. He's going to try a dive down the inside for the bus stop chicane. Thomas Jensen fends off. Tim 4 on the lap behind that. It's Nicholas also pressurizing Tim. So Tim can't only attack. He also has to defend Nicholas behind. Maybe now into the first chicane. Into La Source. He's going to dive down the inside. He's going to stay behind for another lap. 12 minutes to go in this race. Kevin Sanders still in second place, trailing Oscar Fredriksson. Still Lasse for third place now. He is closing on to the back of Gavin. Is he going to be able to do something about that? Remember, the top 10 will be reversed for race 2. have an interesting comeback drive from Frederiksen, I think, in the next race. Right now he is faster than anyone in the field. Has the fastest lap by, I think, a couple of thousandths of a second actually. He's not that much faster than the P3 here, Lasse, so he's pressurizing Gavin. Gavin doing a good job. Oh, a little bit of a mistake from Lasse there, going deep into the pit path. Brissell, 1 Brissell 2. Thomas Jensen still defending from Tim. Tim is slipstream now. Doesn't seem to be closing. Tim maybe running a higher wing for the downforce part in sector 2. Just making it difficult for him to overtake the straight. Wholesome, man who had the first place in the practice session, hasn't had the best of starts here. This car doesn't look too happy on the front. A lot of guys back here with damage. P15 it is now for David, so that's still going. Something to drive for. So we have here now Dustin diving down the inside of Toby. Is he gonna keep it there? Looks like it. He's still there on the inside. He's nose cut off there. Beautiful move by Toby. He gets that done cleanly. And Marnix Heistra behind that, also having a look on Dustin as well, so he has to look out that he doesn't lose a couple more positions here. Dustin not with the most stable internet connection. Sven Merrick has lost that position to Mark, but now he's clinged onto the back of him. Tries to stay within that second for the slipstream down the straight, so he can maybe drive forward with him. Thomas still under pressure from Tim. Is he going to try something down Blanchimont? Does he have the run? Is it timed for a launch down at the bus stop chicane? He's very close now. He has a look down the inside, but isn't able to brake later than Thomas does. Thomas gets the chicane absolutely perfectly, gets the exit perfect, which makes it difficult for Tim to attack him here. The lap times almost similar on 1,000th of a second. Try something now down the canal. Does he have to run up a Rouge? Is he too close? Seems like he has a more stable and better run than Thomas. Is he going to try something down into the hard braking zone at the end of the Camel Straight? He has a look down the inside, pulls out of the slipstream, is alongside now. Is he going to do it? Thomas Jensen has been under pressure for 6 laps now, and he keeps it around the outside. Beautiful racing from these guys. Now he has to watch out for two behind him, still side by side. Is he gonna drive him out right? Yeah, now has the inside for the next corner as well. Nicholas behind that wants to get a sniff up the inside of Tim as well, but they are still side by side. And now Tim has that move done and moves up a place into 5th. Thomas is demoted a place down and now immediately has to defend from Nicholas. Nicholas looking down the inside for Pouon. Not really a place to do it. But maybe just tries to unsettle him a bit. Tim doesn't have the best run through Puon, but Thomas not able to capitalize on that. Thomas just seems to be a little bit more stable behind Tim. Behind him it's Nicholas, who's also very fast. Looks like he is faster than both of these guys right now, which is obvious if they are fighting. Tim immediately running away with it here. So you can see he was faster. Now down to Blanchimont. Does Nicholas have the run to do something maybe down the inside of Thomas here for the bus stop? Is he gonna try it? He has a look down the inside, he launches it, and he is there but not quite close enough. Thomas gave him the room, which he didn't need to do because he wasn't alongside, but that compromised his exit. Nicholas, is he gonna try something into La Source now, the first corner? He has a look again, but thinks the better of it. Meanwhile, a little bit further back of this, Dustin Smith. Does he have the run on Toby Winkelmann? He is very close. Mornings actually behind that. He's lost a little bit of pace on these guys. Has a good run through Eau Rouge, but not a good connection it seems like. He's gonna try something down the inside. It seems like he's not quite close enough. No, he isn't. So these guys are again side by side. Is there a little touch between Tim and Thomas? They're again side by side through this part. Tim is gonna again have the inside. It seems like Thomas has the move done already, and he's just gonna turn in, and now Nicholas is gonna have to watch behind him, and he lets him through. So he loses 2 places here, and Nicholas is through on Tim, so he can now again attack Thomas in front of him and maybe run away with it, because it seems like he's faster than both of these guys. Meanwhile, for the lead is also getting closer. Gavin Sanders is closing up on Oscar Fredriksson. VOR guys staying strong here against the Eibach Racing Team guys. It's 5 seconds between those two now. A little bit further back, we still have these guys absolutely on the back of each other. Not the best run through Blanchimont there. I don't think he's close enough to try something down the inside. Nicholas doesn't look like it. Oh, but Thomas doesn't have the best exit out of this bus stop chicane. They're side by side going into La Source. Thomas has the inside to defend, but Nicholas breaks a little bit later. Forces him narrow, which is going to compromise his exit through there. They are side by side going up through Eau Rouge. Someone is going to have to pull out of this. Or are they going to stay side by side? It looks like they're going to stay side by side. No, Thomas thinks the better of it. He is going to have the run on Nicholas here. Nicholas all over the place up Eau Rouge. They're going to go 3 wide on the Camel Straight. Tim is going to get into that fight as well. He's now side by side with Nicholas. And he holds off that 6th place here, Nicholas. Very well driving from him. But he was all over the place going up to Eau Rouge there. These guys 12 seconds back on the lead. Here's still the same man who has been leading from pole to the finish right now, or up until this point. Oscar Fredriksson having a really good drive. Just a little bit behind this. It's close. These three guys have been nose to tail for most of this race now. Marnix Heister also jostling with Tustin for the place in the top 10. Meanwhile, this man, Oscar Fredriksson, is going to start the last lap as the leader. It's a very good drive from him. It's last lap now. This is the final lap. Oscar Fredriksson, what a drive it has been from him. Does Tim have the run on Nicholas, or does Nicholas have the run on Thomas? Looks like he has the run on Thomas. Last lap. Is he going to try and do something at the end of the Camel Straight? Looks like he is. He looks down the inside. He's there. They're side by side. Oh, and they have a little touch. Thomas goes round, we have absolute carnage there. Last lap carnage. And that gives Marnix Heister 6th place. But that's very unfortunate for the guys behind. Oh, Thomas has been in that position for I don't know how long. A bit of controversy there. Gets touched on the right rear and gets spun around by... I think it was Nicholas, but right behind Nicholas is now Marnix Heister. Is he gonna get P5 maybe? Meanwhile, this man has been driving absolutely perfectly, has made no mistakes whatsoever this first race, and it looks like he is gonna end this the first race of the season as winner for the VOR team, and so it's going to be a 1-2 for VOR if nothing crazy happens here in the last bus stop chicane. Oscar Fredriksson, for the last time the first race, he comes through the bus stop chicane. Beautiful drive by the VOR guys. Oscar Fredriksson finishes first with Gavin Sanders right behind him. Lasse in third for Eibach Racing Team, Dennis in fourth, and then we have Nicholas going off there. Is it gonna be Marnix who's gonna take that position? It looks like it, yes. Carnage on the last lap, and he is gonna lose a lot of positions here. Oh, that is not good for Nicholas. Both VOR guys doing some donuts there. So we go on to the result now from that race. If it's still on there, doesn't look like it. I hope it isn't on there anymore. Short time between those races, but I can tell you it has been Oscar who has won that race ahead of his teammate. So 1-2 for the VOR guys. A very good result for both of them. But now we are going to go on to the second race. In this session, the top 10 gets reversed. So we are going to take a look at the starting grid right now, which will work. We're going to run through it quickly. We will have in first place Thomas Jensen. He at least gets to start from pole position after that terrible last race. Sven Merckx in second. Third is Toby Winkelman. Fourth is Nicholas Bull. Mark in fifth. Marnix Heister in sixth after an amazing P5 there in the first race. Dennis in P7, Lasse P8, Gavin P9, and Oscar P10. P11 to P20 will be the same. It's P11 is Dustin, P12 David, 13 Tyler. As we head onto the green flag already, no time to hang around here.
Green, green, green.
It's green for the second time this night at Spa-Francorchamps for the Platinum Porsche Cup. And who has the better start? Looks like it's Thomas Jensen out of Sven Merckx. But behind that, hopefully no carnage now. Sven Merckx absolutely clearing the field again. We see the same like we saw with Fredriksson. When was that cutting Rouge there? That is going to be a slowdown, and Sven Merckx and Toby Winkelman are going to go side by side down the Camel Straight. Looks like Toby has the edge, but Thomas with a slowdown there, I think. So it will be Toby in first now. Oscar Fredriksson already up with up to P5 with his teammate Gavin Sanders in P4. They had an amazing start. Marnix Heiser are starting P6, and now he is P16 after that amazing first race. So not a great start for him, but Sven Merckx, like he said, his starts in this Porsche are amazing. So he continues to drive in P2 as we have Toby Winkelman now first. Nicholas Bull in third, fourth Gavin Sanders, fifth Oscar Fredriksson. All very close now. Let's see what these guys can do. Minutes this race will be. Sven Merckx already defending from Nicholas. Is he going to try something down the inside of Blanchimont that takes the better of it? Probably not the best thing to do in the first race to go side by side. He's going to go down the inside of the bus stop chicane. Yes, he is. He dives down the inside. He's not quite there, so now he's under attack from Gavin. Is this going to end well? Looks like it. Gavin will have the better exit. Do they touch? No, they don't. Very close between those guys. Sven Merckx pushing Nicholas into Gavin. Very smart from in there. Gavin is going to go. He's going to have to go around the outside. That will give him a better exit. Up Eau Rouge. He is absolutely on it. He's all over the place there up Eau Rouge. But he keeps his foot in, and they're going to go side by side down the Camel Straight. He is going to have the slipstream from Sven Merckx. Gavin Sanders, is he going to hang it out around the outside? Looks like it. Nicholas, is he going to stay clean this time? Yes, he is. Beautiful defending. Not giving Gavin any way through there. Meanwhile, Toby Winkelman is heading clear of the field. 2.4 seconds in the second lap already. That's not as big as the lead for Oscar Fredriksson has been in the last race. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a reverse top 10. So a lot of guys are going to have to make places up. A lot of guys are going to be faster than the guys ahead of them. So that's going to create some carnage. But it is Gavin now pressurizing Nicholson. Nicholas Boyle. That gives Sven Marks some breathing room, but Sven isn't fast enough to keep that pace up. Excuse me. He has been pressurized by Nicholas again here. Meanwhile, Toby heading clear of the field. They're going to go side by side. Is he going to do it now then? Are they going to go 3 wide through Blanchimont? I don't think so. But Sven Marks is definitely going to keep his foot in there. They're going to go side by side through Blanchimont. This is going to end well. This is. Gavin gets pushed wide by Sven, but also seems to be able to get through. Is he now going to go around the outside of Nicholas as well? This is going to be double overtake for Gavin. Yes, it is. Is he going to be able to get the exit? Beautiful overtake by Gavin there. Amazing. Those 2 cars in the same move. But now Sven Marks is going to have to watch out. A dive there. Oh, and they collide. No. Dennis with the absolute sand. Way too late on the brakes there. Tried to avoid that, but that's, I think, race over for Sven or for Thomas. That is very sad to see. But now ahead of this, it's Gavin already up into P3. Oscar is now attacking Sven to get up into the podium positions already. And that is the move done. Sven not putting up a big fight. He is going to try and stay behind Oscar, I think, for the next couple of laps. 10 laps to go. 24 minutes, that is. And now Gavin, can he hunt down Toby Winkleman ahead of him? The gap between those guys is at the moment 3.4 seconds. But the VOR guys have had an absolutely banger of a first round up until now. Don't get me wrong, it's far from over. But it seems like those guys just have the edge over the field right now. In free practice it looked like David Wasserman was gonna have the pace to drive away from everyone with Oscar Fredriksson behind him. But a very good comeback drive already from the 2 VOR guys. Oscar starting from 10th and Gavin starting from 9th. They have had an amazing race up until this point. Oscar right behind that, Sven Marks defending. They're going to go 3 wide into the bus stop chicane. He's going to keep it around the outside. He goes deep. That's going to give him the inside line, but he's not going to have the exit onto the start-finish straight, leading onto La Source. He has the outside as well. That's not the preferred line. But Lasse has that move done before the braking zone, and now Sven has to watch out for David behind him. Behind Sven, it's his teammate Thomas Jensen, who is behind David, so he's going to be looking to maybe push him back into Thomas. But David here with a beautiful run up Eau Rouge, way better than Sven Marks. Is he going to do it around the outside? It looks like he has the slipstream from Lasse ahead of him. He has that move done before the braking zone. Sven now defending off his teammate. Maybe he gets team orders to let Thomas by, because Thomas has been the fastest driver in race 1 and in this race it seems like as well. Oh, but a little bit out of shape there, Thomas. Maybe because of the dirty air coming off of the car from Sven Marks. 21.5 minutes to go in this race still. And it's still Toby Winkleman who leads from Gavin Sanders and Oscar Fredriksson. Oscar Fredriksson just a little bit faster than Gavin ahead of him. Last lap. these guys are going to be able to get back to the front and get back to Toby. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, it's Morningsheiser making up places. Tyler, is he gonna go around the outside? Yes, he is. Beautiful move. And he has that done before the exit of the corner, which is actually gonna give him a good exit. But now Tyler's under threat from Mark. Are they gonna go side by side? Down to Pon or down to Blanchimon? Yes, they are, and they collide. Oh, that is not good, and that's a heavy crash for both of them. I think both guys are done with this race. That's big damage for both of them. That's not what you want to see in the first round for the Eibach guys. They've had a horrible race, all of them, and that is big damage for Mark. I don't think he can continue with that. But that gives Morningsheister some breathing room behind him. Still not much, but it is something. Toby Winkelman has those two VOR guys catching up to him. Gavin a little bit slower down. Oscar Fredriksson, I don't know, maybe there will be some team orders, but Oscar Fredriksson nowhere near close enough to Gavin to get any. As Sven Merckx made a mistake, it looks like he's falling back a bit. P9 for him now. David Wasserman up to P5. He's now right behind his teammate Lasse. Still no team orders there, so it's everyone racing for himself in this first race, which is good to see. There's no clear number one in every team, but it is Gavin Sanders catching up to the back of Toby. Behind this now, it is Christian Malcharek absolutely pressurizing Luke. Is he gonna get past? He just seems to be tired through every corner. Luke is absolutely under pressure. Side by side down to Poon. We've seen this going wrong multiple times now. Are these guys going to do it cleanly? Yes, they are. This is how you should do it. Not like we saw last time. This is giving Morningsheiser the edge over everyone else. Goes a little bit deep there, Christian. Or Luke, that's not the best way to do it. Christian is through. So now he can chase down Morningsheiser there. Right ahead of him. First lap, Gavin has been a little bit slower than, or has been 3/10 faster than Toby Winkelman. He has to hold up for 17 more minutes. Toby, so if he doesn't lose too much per lap, that he is going to be able to do that. 3/10 lap is not going to be able to. Is not going to be enough at the end of the of this race for Gavin, but it's Oscar now pressurizing his own teammate. These guys are going to scrap with each other. It looked like Gavin had the edge over Oscar in the closing stages of last race, maybe because Oscar was on a drive home mode. But maybe that's why Gavin is not going to let Oscar through. We haven't seen any team orders being performed this race. As meanwhile, Tim Middeke is very close now to Thomas Jensen. Thomas Jensen is going to look for a clean finish this round. right now. They're going to go side by side into Blanchimon, I think. No, they aren't. They've seen that going wrong multiple times now, so they're not going to risk it. Oscar Fredriksson 6 tenths faster this lap than Toby. That is enough to catch him up before the end of the race. It's 1.5 seconds between those guys now, and he sets a new fastest lap. Gavin Sanders 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 21.484. That is a new fastest lap. A second. It's a very close fastest lap. Was in the hands of David Wasserman, P5. Looks like he hasn't had the best race for himself. He is now attacking his teammate Lasse ahead of him. Is he going to try something down the inside? No, he isn't. He's a bit more patient with his own teammate. He's battling in the way, and it is again Thomas Jensen in the wall, the same place where he has been before. Déjà vu for Thomas Jensen. Let us look at that again. Here we see the battle, and he again gets touched on the left rear and gets spun around and just can't control. He has to wait for everyone to get by. That is very sad to see for Thomas Jensen. Again, an incident where he couldn't do anything about that. Very close behind his teammate. Meanwhile, for the lead, it's now closing up almost within a second of Toby. Gavin is putting down some absolute blistering lap times. Oscar is again not faster at the last stages of this race. Don't get me wrong, still 14 minutes to go in this race. It seems like Toby is not going to be able to hold these guys off. So just a little bit too quick. Oscar Fredriksson last lap with a faster lap than Gavin ahead of him. 2 minutes 21.262 Westward now on board with Gavin. Coming up to Blanchimon. Not flat with these cars. Seems like Toby setting his personal best lap time, it seems like now. But Gavin doing the exact same. Going a little bit deep into the bus stop chicane. That's gonna give Oscar the run that he wanted. 6 tenths. Again, Oscar a tenth faster than Gavin. And Gavin is 6 tenths faster than Toby. Again this lap, but Gavin is now gonna have slipstream. Oscar is gonna have to be a lot faster than Gavin to be able to do something about that. A little bit further back, it's David with a very good run up a Rouge, much more stable than Lasse ahead of him. Does he have the run? Pull now with him. Is he gonna pull out to the right out of the slipstream? Doesn't have the edge. He isn't. He's gonna think the better of it. Maybe do it another time. It is your teammate. And rule number 1 in racing is don't hit your teammate. And rule number 2 is just make sure you keep rule number 1 in mind whenever you're racing your teammate. But Gavin now closing up to Toby. 6 tenths the gap is now. 3 tenths actually. So very close these guys. I think we were exactly still behind a bit. So we're back live now again. There he is. Toby getting pressurized. 11 minutes left for Toby to hold off. This is gonna help Oscar also getting closer to Gavin. Gavin again running a little bit deep into that chicane. Maybe he does it on purpose. But it's 5 tenths now back from Gavin to Oscar. Oscar again a tenth faster, and Gavin keeping his last lap was literally 1,000 slower than than the lap before. But is he now gonna have the run up Eau Rouge? It looks like it. Yes, up Eau Rouge they go now. Gavin looks like he has the run. So he actually pulls away up Eau Rouge a bit. Now Oscar is gonna attack Gavin maybe. Very close, although they have been in a battle for quite some time now. This is shaping up to be a very good last part of the race. Ooh, Gavin all over the place there. But absolutely all over the back of Toby. Gavin wants to get past as quick as possible because this is giving Oscar a chance to maybe get a double victory here at Spa. Gavin, is he gonna is he gonna slip down the inside? No, not here. He's gonna wait for a better opportunity, maybe the next corner. It is really an overtaking opportunity there, so he has to wait again. And all of this is losing them time to Lasse and David behind them. Gap was 4.5 back from Oscar to Lasse, and now it's 3.9. But now it's Gavin all over the back of Toby. Is he gonna have a run down to Blanchimont? Is he gonna try? Yes, he is gonna go down the inside, unsettle him, but he unsettles himself. And now it's gonna be Oscar with a run on Gavin. Is he gonna try something? No. He's gonna let his teammate attack Toby here. 8 minutes to go for Toby to keep these guys behind him. The 1-2-3 car from Toby, the Eibach racing team, has had a horrible race last outing here, the first race of this night. But Toby is gonna make up for that if he wins this one, and Lasse and David get 4th and 5th. That will be an amazing result for the Eibach guys. But now it's Gavin again in the slipstream, but it just seems to be Toby every time up a Rouge. He ekes out all that advantage he needs. Down the Camel Straight they go into the heavy braking zone, and it's still Toby ahead of Gavin. Remember, there are a lot more battles going on side by side, are they? Doesn't have the best internet connection. This is not good. This is very sketchy for Tim. He's living with fear now, I think. As we see here, Toby coming up to Pouan now. Getting pressurized again by Gavin. Gavin not giving him a millimeter. Is he going to try down the inside of the pit path? Yes, he is. Going to go down the inside for the race lead. Is he going to hold it? Yes, he is. Brilliant defending from Toby there. Now Gavin gets the cut back. Is he going to try something down the inside here? Oh, and they touch for the race lead. No. Toby, who has been in the race lead for this whole race almost, gets spun out and now rejoins the track in 5th position. I think Gavin is gonna, Gavin is gonna let Oscar by here. Probably the safe thing to do. Is he gonna let Toby by is the question. Doesn't look like it, but this could be a double win for Oscar here if he can keep his nose clean for 6.5 minutes. Oh, and he's gonna go into the pits, Gavin. That is not good. That is not good. Oscar Fredriksson now out in the lead. And again, Gavin not with the best race. Also down pit lane now is Gavin, like we saw. Toby Winkelmann, who has been leading this race, is now back in 4th position. Out of the podium spots, and now it's Oscar Fredriksson leading the VOR guys, and he's gonna take a massive lead in the championship already after 2 races. With this win, if he can keep his nose clean though. Guys behind are catching up. David Wasserman has been consistently a 10th or 2 faster the last laps. But now let's see what Oscar Fredriksson can do in clean air. Also Sven Merckx is still in 7th position. And also a brilliant comeback drive from Marnix Heister. He is now in 13th. Oh, but he overshoots the heavy braking zone again of the Camel Straight there. That is going to demote him a position. No, it isn't. He's going to keep his position. But ahead of him now is Thomas Jensen. Marnix Heister has been the fastest of all the Platinum guys in the last race. But it seems like Oscar Fredriksson has the edge over David Wasserman and Lasse. 2.2 seconds back now, which was 1.6 at the beginning of this lap. At the end of the Camel Straight it was 1.6, I can remember that. It's absolutely amazing stuff from Oscar Fredriksson here. He has only 2 more laps to go now. And he's gonna finish this race as a winner again. As the guys behind this are side by side, Lasse and David. Maybe David lets Lasse through. Maybe Lasse is faster than David, so he can maybe attack Oscar then. Does he have a good run up over Rouge David? Yes, he does. It looks like he did Lasse through. Oh, they see each other very hard here. I think David had to lift there. Lasse moved very late. Who was last lap 2/10 faster than Oscar ahead of him. So that's maybe why he got through on David. But the gap is eking out a bit now because the guys behind Oscar are fighting. Here, this is also very close. Tim right behind Dustin. For something down the inside of Pouhon, not the best place to do it, but he does it anyways. Ooh, blinking out of him, that's not good. He is living in fear now, Tim. Lewis Bilek here. Biliki. Is he gonna try and get into the slipstream to get a run to try something at the end of this straight into the bus stop chicane? They are gonna begin their last lap when they come across the line now. Quite close enough, he has damage on the right front, so it doesn't look too good. Last lap was a 2 minute 21.307 from Oscar Fredriksson. That is his best lap. That also looks to be the fastest lap of the race. He already had it, but he improved it by 17 thousandths of a second. David Wasserman is already through, is through again on Lasse. Very close between the two teammates. Getting a bit wide on exit there. Thought I was gonna run into the gravel, and then it's your end on iRacing. But Lasse 3.1 seconds ahead of this. This man has had a banger of a race. So I'm gonna try something, Lasse. The last thing they want now is that they hit each other. And then are both out of the podium positions. They are in the same team though. So this is good team points for Aibach. Team 1, I think, yes. That is true, but it's this man who has been leading for, I think, 80% of tonight. It took pole in the first race, led every lap. Started from P10 in the second race because of the reverse top 10 grid. He's going to come across the line to take the victory in race 2 as well. Congrats to Oscar Fredriksson. David Wasserman is going to come across the line to take P2 for Aibach Racing. Ahead of Lasse, Toby Winkelman after a disappointing race from him. He was leading. He's going to take P4. P5 is for Tim. P6 is Gavin. And this is Dustin and then Gavin. No, it looks like Gavin and then Dustin. That's right. Sven Merckx with an amazing P8. Luis Belecki with P9. Robert Moore with P10. And P11 is Christian. P12 is Thomas Jensen, just ahead of Marnix, it seems like. Marnix again with a close finish after a very good finish in race 1. It's not a very good one for Marnix in the second race. P13 compared to P5 in the first race. Renato Matthias for 14th, 15th will be Mark. We'll take a look. We'll take a look on this real quick. We will go on to the interviews right now. And we will start with a man who had a brilliant first race, but a less good race in the second outing. Mornix, welcome.
Thanks.
You had an amazing race. The first race you got given, I think, 4 positions on the last lap there. Tell us how you saw that.
Well, there was a big pile up after the, what was it? Camel Straight, and then the chicken. After it, there was a big pile up, and I was lucky to get passed by everyone that was in the final lap. I saw we were closing. We were with Dustin and Toby were closing in on the group in front of us. Thomas was holding everyone up, and then after the chicane, something happened. I don't know what happened, but there was a path in front of me, and I got past everyone. I gained from P10 until P6, and then eventually at the final part of the track, Nicolas outbraked himself, and I gained a position. So yeah, it was a good first race, but not so fortunate to have a good race as well in the future race. But next time better.
Well, definitely. I think you can be happy with the start for your team, Platinum
Yes.
Racing Team Blue. So yeah, enjoy your good result in the first race. Maybe
Thanks, will do.
maybe something on
Thanks.
consistency you can work for the next race.
Sorry.
Maybe something you can do for the second race. Maybe work on consistency for the second race, or
Yeah, I had no
just
time
cut it.
practicing. I've been partying all weekend and all week because of my birthday. So I was enjoying myself and had no time to practice. So that will be something to be doing some more practice.
Also has to be done, man. Enjoying life.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for the interview, man, and good luck out there next week.
You too. Thanks, man. Cheers.
And now we move swiftly on to someone who was looking very good in both races, but got unlucky there 2 times at the same place. Toby, welcome. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So I have the problem is, I thought this is interview room.
Yeah, this is the interview room. You were in the waiting room.
Okay. So yeah, very good series and really tough race. So
Yeah, it
they are
seemed like
all
you
close.
seemed like you didn't have a lot of luck there in both races.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
from behind 2 times in the same place.
True. Oh, I didn't notice. So I know that I finished the second race in P4, but for the first race I didn't get the results. So thanks for that.
Yeah, you got an amazing result still in the second race. A brilliant comeback drive again there from you. So yeah, tell us how you managed it.
Yeah, well, my goal was to keep the guys behind me to let my teammates come a bit closer. And well, then I got maybe it was netcode, maybe it was a contact, and then I got off of the track and had to drive behind them. And luckily, he got the drive through, so I get the pace, the position back, and so all good.
Yeah, well, thanks for the interview, man, and great you're enjoying the series. Good luck at the next week.
Thanks, man. Cheers. Bye bye.
Well, that was a very happy man. And we move on to someone who got third place in the second race out there. Welcome, Lasse.
Hello.
How was your second race out there? It seems like you were battling with your teammate for, I think, 2/3 of the race.
Yeah, definitely. It was very, very difficult. And I think there was an incident in lap 3 or 4 with many cars, and I got hit in the back, and I nearly spun around, but I can fix it. And yeah, there was a lot going on.
Well, even though having the damage, you were, I think, only 2/10 consistently off of Oscar Fredriksson, who won both races. So I think with damage, you can be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Yes.
and your first race, tell us how that went.
It went quite good. I hope that my teammate David Wasserman could start in front of me and I can be behind him and maybe slipstream battle a bit, but he got pushed after turn 1, so I was left by my own. And yeah, I could close the gap to Oscar a bit, but he drove so fast with his teammate, so I couldn't resist and took P3. Yeah.
Yeah, well, great
Yes.
result out there today, man, and good luck out there next week. Thanks for the interview.
Have a nice one. Thank you.
Wow. And then someone, I don't know, maybe a wonder kid here. Oscar, welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
You won both races. An absolutely amazing result for the team. A 1-2 for the team. It looked like something had gone wrong there in the second one with, I think, Gavin touching P1. But hey, you still got the result for the team. Winning 2 times in the first round. You have a very good lead now in the championship. Are you going to build on this, or?
Hopefully, obviously. Yeah, I mean, very good result for me, for myself, but I would probably been more happy with a 1-2 in the second race as well. We were on track to that. We were catching P1, and then Gavin had racked up a bunch of incident points, and with the 4H, he got a drive-through. Still, I managed to pick up the win, but a 1-2 would have been even better. But hopefully, in the next race, we can get the double 1-2 maybe.
Yeah, definitely. You guys seem to be in another league in these races. It looked like in practice that the Eibach guys were just a little bit faster than than both VOR cars, but you just seem to have the edge in the race. In qualifying, you took pole, led every lap, I think, in race 1, and then a beautiful comeback drive in race 2.
Yeah, I actually have another lead race at Spa in this car on Tuesday, but on another setup. So I've been driving the car a bunch this week, but not on this setup. So yeah, it's just in practice I just settled into the setup, and then in quali we were first trying to like tow each other, and kept just off tracking the laps. So at the end there we just went for individual laps and just about managed to snatch the pole, and then in the first race Gavin got a mega start, and we could just manage the race from P1 and P2, and then in the second one. Carnage unfolded on the first lap, and I think we went from like 9th and 10th to 4th and 5th on like the first corner or two, or like in the first corner and then up the hill, and then we just kept making moves from there and like getting free positions from people crashing and whatever. So
yeah, well, a great result for you today. Obviously, you're going to be looking to do the same in 2 weeks' time. Good luck out there. Thanks for the interview, man, and hope you're enjoying it.
Thank you. Hopefully, I'll talk to you next race.
Thank you, man. Well, that was it then. We've had every driver in the interview room now. So, time to close off this beautiful race night with a thank you from all the PRL guys, from all the guys racing in the Porsche Cup, from me and all the PRL members. We are wishing you all the best. Stay safe. Thank you for watching. We all hope you enjoyed it. We'll see all of you next time. Stay safe out there.